Come on. Okay, I think we're ready. Are we?
Yep.
Hi, everybody. There's a lot of people in here that probably don't know who I am. So, to let everybody know, I have just a little bit about my background. I have been with RRR247 since 2017. I'm one of the oldies but goodies, one of the leaders of the program. I had a terrible accident back in November, the week before Thanksgiving, so I've been out for quite a while, but I'm finally back. So, and I used to do a lot of trainings back in the day, so I'm starting to get back and doing the trainings. So, Francis asked me to come on and go a little bit over Google AdSense. I do have a document on my website, and yes, it's old, but it still has a lot of good stuff in there. So I'm going to put the link in chat, and if you want to go and look at it, you can as well. So there has been a lot of changes. So let me get that over here. Okay, so like I said, most of the stuff is good information. There's some old stuff in there. So I know a lot of people have had problems getting Google AdSense, and there's some people that go and apply for Google AdSense and get it right away. And if you look at their websites, you go, oh my gosh, how did that happen? It's Google. You just never know what they're going to do and whether they're going to say yes or no. So it's a process. And one of the most important things that you can do is publish ads. And you have to publish to social media at least 3 times a week. So if you don't have any social media accounts, you will want to set them up. I have 6 different accounts. I have Instagram, I have LinkedIn, I have Facebook, I have Pinterest, I have X. What else am I missing?
TikTok.
Say that again.
TikTok.
TikTok. Yes, Aunt Tanny, thank you. TikTok's had so many issues. I stayed off of it for quite a while, and now I'm back on it. So you want to be posting to those social media outlets at least 3 times a week. And what I do is I post like every other day. There are suggestions out there that you post 3 times a day. And if you are posting 3 times a day, 2 of those posts can be related to your business. One post needs to be not business related. So I do a lot of motivational memes. But if you have to be careful if with your personal stuff that you put out there. You don't want a lot of controversy. You want to keep it very mellow, upbeat. You don't want to cause a lot of controversy on your site that would possibly scare people away or send people all to other sites. So be careful when you're posting your personal stuff. That's why I figure I'm safe posting motivational memes. I don't think I'm going to get in trouble with that. So that's what I do. Now, I know like Tammy has gone in and she has rebuilt her website multiple times in order to get Google AdSense, and it's been a struggle. And, you know, I was looking her previous websites. I thought they looked real good, and I thought that she was going to get approved for Google AdSense, but I'm not sure what the issue is. And I know she has Rory helping her as well. So you just have to be patient. Don't get upset with the process. Just know that Google has their way of doing things. And if you don't get approved, just keep trying. Keep adding personal content like recipes. On my website, I have pages about traveling in Arizona because I live in Arizona, traveling the Grand Canyon and all the different places that we have in this beautiful state of ours. So I did travel pages. You also need to make sure that your menu is set up properly. If you don't know how to set up your menu, you go to rory3.com and follow the way he has his menu set up. If you vary from that and you try to do your own thing, you're going to have difficulty getting Google AdSense. Rory is experienced. He's been doing this for 40 years now. He knows what he's doing. So follow him, follow what he does. You should find success. Okay. So I'm going to pull up my Google Doc. I'm going to share my Google AdSense doc and I'm going to go through it. So, like I said, first you need to drive traffic to your site, and you can do this in many different ways. So, ask friends and family just to go through. They don't have to click on links. In fact, I suggest you don't have them click on a lot of links unless they're actually going to buy something. If they're actually going to buy something, great. I love it. But just having to go through looking at different pages that you have on your site and let them critique it. If they see something that maybe, you know, they might have an issue with, take that, don't take personally. Take that under advisement and see if there's maybe something that you need to tweak. Okay. And then social media is super important. So I have Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, YouTube, and Pinterest on here. I don't have TikTok because, like I said, that was in the days when I wasn't sure whether I want to be part of TikTok. So those are the main social media sites that you want to set up accounts for. And SEO readability. We don't call that anymore, do we? It is now called rank math. So make sure your rank math for most of your pages, if not all of your pages, is green. And normally that means it's like 80 to 82%. And if you don't know how to use rank math, get with your instructor and they'll be more than happy to go through it with you. But if you have a sloppy website without clear navigation, Google's not going to approve you. So, and here I put the difference between passive voice and transition words. That was a big thing at one time, but now we don't have to delve into these, thank goodness. but still you can go in and learn what those things are, and they may help you write some of your pages if you need help. And reading ease. Your pages have to be, according to WordPress, they have to be more than 300 words, right? No. They need to be, I say, between 600 and 1,000 words. You want to lean more towards 1,000 words. You want each of your pages to be that long. Now, I know our affiliate disclosure page, privacy page, those type of pages, they're not going to be that long, and that's okay because those are legal pages, and you want to follow Rory on those because of that. But all your other pages, all your product pages, your personal content pages, you want to keep them close to 1,000 words. Okay. And you need to modify all your pages from what Rory gave us, the template he gave us, at least by 90%. We used to say 40 to 50 or even 60%. No, you want to modify them at least 90%. Now, you want a minimum of 100 pages on your site. So you'll be adding what we call floater pages. Floater pages are not added on the menu. Now, WordPress has limited the number of pages you can actually put on the menu. You can only have 90 or 91 pages on the menu. But that's okay because the floater pages are still going to be found by your internet searches. Google is still going to find those pages that are not on your menu. They're still going to find those pages, and they're going to put them out there so people can search for them. So my Arizona pages, if somebody goes out there and wants to learn more about Arizona monsoon, type in what is an Arizona monsoon, my page is going to pop up because I have a page, a floater page about Arizona monsoons and how to stay safe.
Kathleen,
Yes.
I'm sorry, can you check and let Sue in? She's in the waiting room, and of course, I don't have control.
Oh, man. Okay.
I know, I know.
Oh,
Thank you.
yeah.
Sorry to interrupt.
Paulette's there. No, fine. See, I get busy teaching and I don't think about that. So thank you. I got it up now so I can watch.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So, like I said, you want to make sure you have at least 100 pages on your PBS. And there is content that you are not allowed to use on your website. So, we do not put content that advocates against an individual, group, or organization. In other words, we are moderate. We are the Switzerland of websites, okay? We don't want any political issues. We don't want any religious issues. Keep it as moderate as you possibly can. No adult content is allowed, period. No pictures that are considered adult. You have to be very careful of this and make sure your images are very, again, moderate. Okay. No drug related content whatsoever. No content on how to hack a website, how to take control of a website. Nothing like that. You cannot misrepresent yourself. Now, this pertains a lot to like the Velveeta products. We have to be very careful what we say. You need to follow the guidelines on your Velveeta website. So when you are writing about the Velveeta products, you can use the information off the media that is in your Velveeta website. Don't expand on the benefits. Do not say this is a miracle cure. Stick with what Velveeta has published regarding those products. Okay? Violent content, not allowed. Content that enables dishonest behavior, not allowed. And illegal content, if you're trying to do something illegal, you're going to be banned. So just be aware of all these different things that will keep you from getting banned. We don't want anybody to get banned. Keywords, your slug keywords, interchangeable, right? They are very critical to your internet searches. Like if you put a generic keyword out there like milk, oh my gosh, there's going to be tons and tons and tons of pages that come up about milk. A lot of them are going to be advertisers, right? So when you're thinking of a keyword, you need to be very cognizant of what you're trying to present to your audience. I do not use the names of the products as keywords because those names actually belong to the company. So the names that Velveeta has put on the products, those names actually belong to Velveeta. So when I'm coming up with keywords, I look at what the name of the product is and try to find something that's very relatable and very similar to that product, but I don't use the exact words that Bellavita uses. Now, Rory, on some of the pages, he specifies exactly what he wants the keyword to be. One of those examples is real estate. Your real estate page must say exactly that, real dash estate. That must be your keyword on your slug. Why? Because he is creating memes, and on those memes is your URL with the keyword, right? So for the real estate memes, it says, like mine is offers26.com. So it'll say offers26.com / real dash estate. So when people go and copy that from your meme because, oh, okay, I'm interested. I want to go and look, right? They're going to copy that, put it in the address bar. If your page doesn't have that as a keyword, it's going to come up with a 404 error, and the people are going to go, what the heck? You know, does this person know what they're doing? Is this person really advertising this? What's going on? So same with PBS. If you have a page about signing up for a PBS, your keyword and slug must be PBS. And if you have any questions about it, if you are now getting your memes, I suggest everybody get their memes because they are fantastic for social media. If you look on the memes, it'll tell you what the keyword should be for that product. Bella Vita. Rory has memes out there. That's your website / biohacking, but it's bio dash hacking. So you need to be very careful and very specific and make sure you follow exactly what Rory has put on the memes. And when you do that, these memes, when you post them out to social media, people love to click and see what stuff is about. So you got to make sure your pages matches what is the website that is on the memes. And to Google, that is considered part of navigation, clear navigation. So if your meme says one thing, but your page says another, that's not clear navigation. So you need to make sure that your pages match up with what the memes are. So you have clear and concise navigation. Okay? And your keywords show up several times on your page. So you need to make sure the keyword is in your URL, it's in your title, it's in your first sentence, it's in your subheadings, your images has what we call an alt text field. You want to put your keyword in that alt text field. It's also in your meta description. So make sure your keywords are consistent. So like I said, your flow and navigation needs to be clean and clear. If people can't go through your pages easily, like when they click on a link, it's a broken link and it doesn't go anywhere, or the link takes them to a page that's not related to what you said it should be, that's not clear navigation, and Google's going to catch those things. They're going to say, oh, well, their links aren't going to the right pages, so we're not going to give them Google AdSense. So you need to make sure your links are correct. And broken links, there's a few broken link checkers out there. You can get with your instructor to find out what those are and how to use them. Some of them aren't the best, but they'll help you find some broken links. Sometimes you have to do the broken link checker over and over again in order to catch everything that may be broken. So you can get with your instructor to learn more about those broken link checkers. Okay, this is a big one here. Category pages versus product pages. Your category pages are just an index to what is in that category. Your category pages need to be clear and concise. So all we do is put a little paragraph for each of the pages that are listed in that category. You don't make it like a product page. Your category pages are not product pages. They are just an index. Again, this goes back to clear navigation for Google. They just want to see basically what that product is and a link to that page. And once they go to that page, they can learn all about the product because you're going to have all kinds of information there. Again, if you don't understand the difference, go to rory3.com and see what he did on his category pages. And you'll see they're very short and concise paragraphs about each of the pages. And because we are limited on the number of pages in our menu, I suggest you only put 3 to 4 pages under each category. And on your category page, that means you would only have 3 or 4 paragraphs. I know there's many out there that don't follow that. They put other pages that aren't listed in the menu. I suggest you don't do that until after you get Google AdSense. If you want to do that after, fine. But until you get Google AdSense, keep it simple and clean. That's what Google is looking for. Okay? And your broken links, that's another big one. That's why it's so important to do your broken link checker. That is a big thing for Google. If you have a lot of links that are going to the wrong place or don't go anywhere, that's a big one. And they're not going to give you Google AdSense. Same way with your images. If you have links on your images, again, verify that they're going to the right place and that they are working. Okay, add content. Again, have our basic content that was given to you in the original template. You need to follow the guidelines that Rory put out for each of those pages. If you don't remember what should be there, if you don't quite understand what should be there, go back to master and watch the videos. If that's not feasible for you, if that just confuses you more, just go to Rory's pages. Check out the page you're working on. Look at his. You can look at mine. I'm sure your instructor would love you to look at theirs too. Get your instructor's website and say, hey, can I take a look at your website? Sure. Anybody can go to my website. I'm more than happy to let you look. If you have questions, you can always contact me. I know there may be a few broken links on there that I haven't gone to, but if you want to see how I do mine compared to how Roy does his, great, go for it. And like I said, if you have questions, you can always ask me or ask your instructor, like, why did Kathleen do this? And if your instructor doesn't know, they'll ask me. So, and I encourage everybody to post their pages on your chat, your team chats. Post your pages on there. Tammy is very good at doing that. And I love seeing her pages. I go, oh, wow, I never thought about doing it that way. You know, you get great ideas when somebody posts their pages on there. It gives other people ideas on how to do their pages. So post your pages on your team chat. Get some critique. Let us help you with your pages. If we help you, then hopefully you can get Google AdSense. So once you get Google AdSense, you're going to get ads that are placed on your website. You do not click on those ads. If you click on those ads, you are going to get banned from Google. So just remember, you do not click on your own website ads. That's a no-no. And then When you're ready to set up Google AdSense, there is what we call an ad text file. That ad text file needs to be sent to our IT person, and he adds it to the back end of your website. We do not do that. So if you have questions or issues about that, let me know. I know a lot of people get confused on that when it comes to that, and that's fine. You just let know. So that's my spiel on Google AdSense. I'm going to stop the share and open it up for questions. Does anybody have questions? Okay, Bill, can you
What you
unmute?
just said about applying, like letting Matt know. The first two times that I applied, Rory actually did all the applying, and this time I'm going to do it. I have I have no idea how to do it. So, but I wanted to learn how, So
The
I
ad,
wanted.
okay, the ad text file is in your account. When you go to
Okay.
your Google AdSense account,
Okay.
you click on your website and it'll show you your ad text file. I can,
Kathleen,
yeah,
I'm pretty sure that Roy made sure that Bernie's ad text file was there before he submitted.
Yeah.
I
Oh
think
yeah.
Roy
Yeah.
took
It's
care of
there.
that.
Yeah.
okay,
So all you gotta do is push the button.
yeah,
Take a deep breath
yeah,
and push the button.
So it's already done there, then, Tammy, from the first when you
Yeah,
did it
it should
before.
already be on there.
okay.
Okay.
And if it's not, Google's going to come back and say, your
Right.
ad
They're gonna
text
tell
file
you
is not
it's
on
not
there.
here.
Okay. Cool. That makes it easier then. Just push the button. I like that.
Hey, Tammy, did you have something else?
Well, it's more of a request.
Mhm,
So when you see those pages posted,
mhm.
I very seldom get any kind of response. It doesn't matter if I'm putting it out there for you guys to look at, good, bad, or indifferent. Don't feel like you're gonna hurt my feelings. I'm more disappointed that I don't get any feedback at all than getting a little bit of criticism, because it's all constructive criticism.
Yeah, and I'm
It
bad
just
at checking and letting you know I looked at it. I'm bad at that, and I'm sorry,
but yeah, I mean, I'm putting it out there going, well, yeah, there may be something in my brain that's saying this one's may just not be right. And maybe somebody will catch it. And I'm bad. The proof page, I don't know where all I shared it. I don't
Mhm.
remember, because I finished it at like 2:30 in the morning. And I was like, yeah, I'm gonna have to
Yeah,
have somebody look at this because my eyes are swimming and I may miss something.
exactly. Why
But I
aren't
don't
you
think I
sleeping,
got
girl?
right. Well, it was just kind of something that hit me, and the urgency was like, I got to get this done because I'm doing those text fours a couple of times a week, and I wanted to get it done.
Mhm. Yeah,
And I got absolutely nothing. It was so much crickets. I was like, okay, well, whatever. I guess I'm just going to go with it. And that's kind of a bad feeling when you just go
yeah,
to just, well, we're going to wing it and see what happens.
yeah. And I
So
understand that. Like I said,
interaction
I'm
helps.
bad at that, and I gotta get better. So,
Jamie,
but
you got
yeah,
responses off of your proof page.
One or two, I think, that I can remember. You said something this morning, but I kind of went, did you even see it?
Yeah, I read it yesterday when you posted it up.
But
Oh,
it's just,
Tammy, I gave you the best criticism, I think.
oh, Miss Becca, you're such a speed reader. I need you to slow down and read. I need you to make sure I get all my periods and my T's and I's dotted and crossed.
okay, Marty, you
Love you,
have a
girl.
question?
Hi, can you hear me
Hi.
okay?
Yep.
Okay, after you get Google AdSense, and I'm sure we're all going to get it, pretty soon, right? But anyway, after you get it, is Google particular as, does Google continue checking your website? How does
They
that
do.
work?
They do. They have bots that go out and
Okay,
they check everybody's website. Yeah, there have been people who had Google AdSense and a bot went through, a couple years later and their AdSense disappeared
whoa,
because
okay.
they had some banned content on their site.
Right.
So,
But
yeah.
if you don't do that, if you don't have any of that bad stuff,
Mhm.
and you just kind of, I've seen a lot of websites that are, quite unique. Is it okay to make your website a lot more unique once you get Google AdSense?
Depends on how unique you're thinking.
Okay.
Okay.
Let
The
me-
basic
for
formula
instance-
is the way Rory has it and the way I have it. That's the basic formula. You don't want to veer too off from that. You don't need fancy backgrounds. In fact, fancy backgrounds makes it harder for people to read sometimes.
Okay.
So you want to keep your backgrounds plain. You don't need a lot of fancy stuff because we're marketing the product. We're not marketing the website.
Right. Okay.
Okay.
Yep.
So,
Thank you.
so don't get involved with, putting fancy things on your website.
But doesn't it, I was like, I don't know, but I was
Mhm.
like, only through my research,
Mhm.
doesn't it show you I was like, through a video or whatever I read, it should say what pages that they're not liking and that you need to go and fix.
Actually,
Like Google AdSense.
yeah, I don't look at that. And I never have. And I've had Google AdSense for what, 7 years? So I don't look at that. And I just keep following the same system I've been doing year after year after year. I have a very clean website, and that's what Google's looking for is a very clean, simple website that people can easily read and navigate. So, I mean, you can try, going that far and doing that much work, but figure, okay, stop and think about this. We're here to make money, right? If making your pages fancy and pretty, is that making you money? Some can say yes because you get more visitors if they look a certain way, but the amount of additional visitors you're getting from that, is it worth it? Me, I focus on what is going to make me my money. I focus on the money making actions that we're taught. So the PBS to me is second to like the marketing, the real estate, right? So I keep maintaining my website. And like I said, it looks very clean. Other than that, I don't go beyond that. And I don't look at a lot of the statistics because that's a rabbit hole you can go down. And those statistics may lead you in the wrong direction because you think you're following what should be done. And that's not always true. So be careful going down that rabbit hole, looking at all these stats that you can get into. I don't bother with that. And my background is computers. I was a computer tech. I also built websites for a company, and I was in marketing before. And I used to do all that. I used to follow all those stats and everything because that was my job at the time. I don't do that now because my focus is on making money and not necessarily reading all the stats. that is available with our website. Does that make sense? You guys understand?
Yes.
Yes, I can agree
Yes,
more.
it's-
I was just
Okay.
I was just like looking into what has been approved in the past and what is the present. I was, so I do go down that rabbit hole. I was like,
Yeah.
so I really try to research like why before I sit here and apply to, better my odds, better my odds by using others like Tammy here.
Yeah.
But
Hey,
only you know me though. And it was just like so that I can do better research to help everybody because that's the only thing I've ever heard is this thin content. So it's like I researched, and I'm like, man, I feel like even though they're saying this, I'm like, what does it exactly say? So that's so I try to, I
Yeah.
go down that hole.
Yeah. And
Love
what's
your
that?
cat.
That's taken time away from you doing other things that you could be making money with, right?
I find research not
Yeah.
taking away if it helps a community,
Okay. But we're here to make money.
but I get it. I get it.
Yeah.
Yes,
So,
I get what you mean.
okay. All right. Okay. Cool. Any other questions? Come on, there's got to be. Bill, I thought you had more questions, or did we answer them?
I think covered them. Oh, I
Okay.
did want to ask and confirm. You said menu. What did you mean by menu? I thought you were talking about category pages, but I don't think so.
The menu on the left side of your PBS.
The
Where
drop down one?
Yeah,
No,
where it
she is
shows all
Okay.
talking
the
about
categories.
categories.
Gotcha. All right.
Categories.
Okay. I just wanted to clarify that in my head.
Yeah. So the menu is on the left side of your PBS, which lists
Okay.
all the categories. And then when you
Right.
click on a category, it lists the pages.
Okay.
That's
I
the
think I'm pretty
menu.
good. I think I'm pretty good well, I'm good in everything. I'm ready to go, but there's always something, I'm sure.
Oh,
But
there
I'm
always
ready.
is. There always is. There's always changes happening.
I
I
have
want
a
to get it
question.
before any more changes are made.
Yeah, you want to stay on top of the curve. You don't want to get behind the curve.
For sure.
Okay, so any other questions?
Me,
Yes, Sheila.
hi. Yeah, okay, say you're writing a page and you have headings. Does it matter if they're on the left side or in the center? You put a heading and then a paragraph and then another heading.
Google says nothing in the middle.
Yeah, I was going to say the headings. Yeah, like it's a heading 2 or heading 3, they should be centered. Unless it's a real long one that takes up the whole page. And I don't suggest you do that. That's another thing I wanted to say. Your keywords, you don't want a sentence as a keyword. You want to keep your keywords to 3 or 4 words. So the longer you make it, the harder it's going to be for people to search it. So again, think simple, simple, simple. Keep the keyword as short as possible to give you the biggest range as possible. Like I said with milk, you're going to come up with hundreds and hundreds of pages. If you put in chocolate milk, it's going to cut that down to be more specific. So again, if you don't want to put chocolate milk by Hershey's because you probably just get Hershey's, right? It's too specific. And people are not going to look for necessarily chocolate milk by Hershey's. Those are exact words. They're not going to put that in the search. They're just going to put chocolate milk in the search. I hope that makes sense to people. Okay, any other
Yeah.
questions? Wow, I did it in less than
Yes,
an
you
hour.
did.
Kathleen, I have a question.
Yes, Leaf.
Even my instructor has said that I'm a very religious person,
Mhm.
and religion plays a big part of my life.
Right.
So, when you were talking about don't talk about religion, it's like
Mhm.
it's hard for me not to even reflect upon it in any way because, excuse me, I haven't had a drink in over 44 and a half years now. And
Right.
if I didn't have the faith I have today, I would be out drinking and taking drugs. So
Mhm.
how do I not include religion, or do I just talk about faith, or is that something wrong you shouldn't even talk about? Because I'm
No.
trying to write a story about myself. It's called A History of Victory. And I'm calling it A History of Victory, and it's about my life
Yes.
through as a child on up, you know?
Hmm.
And it falls back on God because He's the one that because of Him
That
I'm still sober.
that's okay. You can have, a few pages like that. That's okay. You just don't want to center your website around any specific religious or political views.
Okay, and another thing is, Jay says that, and I love her. I think she's great. I told her I gave her the gray hairs. I don't think you had as many gray hairs when I first met you. And we laugh. She laughs with me, thank God. But she says I'm very technical. I mean, I don't know how to.
You are.
I don't know how to write where it's just inviting. I'm not that kind of person. I mean, I joke, yeah, I have fun, but I have very dry sense of humor, and I don't know how to write in such a way that it's oh wow, my niece writes like that. She's put little hearts over her eyes, and uh, to me, I don't like it, but I'm not that way.
I know what
You
you
know,
mean.
so
I
I
know
mean,
what you mean. Because
how do?
I'm very technical myself.
Mm-hmm,
It wasn't easy for me to transform. So
mm-hmm.
you just have to go through and read other people's pages and take snippets. You can copy snippets from other pages and put on yours. Oh, Vinny, be safe. You could take snippet from other people's pages and weave them into your pages as well. You don't want to copy, you know, 2 or 3 paragraphs. If you do, you have to rewrite those paragraphs. But to make it more, go into other people's websites and just take snippets from theirs and blend it in with what you're writing.
Lish,
Yeah.
another suggestion. If your granddaughter is very cutesy, fluffy unicorns and rainbows,
Yeah.
have her read your page and ask her how to make it a little more fun. So
Oh, what she got.
Jen is very technical,
Mhm.
and so we kind of work together. She'll write a page and she's like, I know it's too technical, what can I do? And
Yeah.
we'll go through and I'll make some suggestions. Well, instead of just being here, this is how the cow ate the cabbage. Well, let's fluff it a little bit and tell why the cow's eating the cabbage. And she's like, but that's not, I said, Jen, now you've got to make it more interesting than just statistics. And she's like, okay. And she's come around a lot in the year that we've worked really close together, that her pages, they're still pretty technical. They're a lot more technical than my pages,
Mm-hmm.
but her writing's improved a lot. It's not quite as stiff as a board as it was when we first started working together.
Right. But it takes time, Lish. It just takes time
Right.
and practice.
Okay. Yeah.
You were
I mean,
on that study hall
paid.
prior.
Pardon me?
Tammy she said something about one of my colors that she didn't like it.
Mhm.
It was the best insight because honestly, I sit here and I view the people that are in our PBS and I'm just like, okay, Connie, she said, oh, she didn't like this neon color, but it made sense. So Tammy said she didn't like this blue I had. I loved the blue, but it didn't matter whether I loved it. It was her perspective. And that was the best insight because, yeah, she is somebody looking at my site. And therefore, if it hurt her eyes, well, maybe it might hurt others. So let me change this color.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And
I
that's
think
why-
one of my big problems is that I take it too personally. You know, it's like I know people are trying to help me, but it's like, excuse me, I have 6 sisters and a brother. I had 6 sisters and a brother. Now I have 4 sisters and no brother. The other people have died, and I've always got. I mean, I know I don't live in the past, okay, but I still reflect back too often on it. And I got torn down so many times that sometimes I don't want people to look at it because I don't want to be torn down again, you know. And when I did my master's degree, which I did during 2012 election, when I was working in the elections department, I got a 3 point. My grade point average was above a 3.95. I got a distinction. I graduated with distinction, not summa cum laude or cum laude, but I would graduate with distinction. And they were all pretty technical. And I still refer back to that. I had a professor in college used a paper I wrote on the history of racism in Ohio, whether it was a political, financial, or moral question. Back then, we didn't get our papers back. We didn't make copies of them because it didn't mean anything. He ended up getting a $500,000 grant to write to research whether slavery was a physical, moral, or whatever financial question in Ohio. He got a $500,000 grant for my paper. He gave me a B. Said it was interesting thesis. He gave me a B for it, and I wrote it the night before, and I was still recovering from a drunk from the day before. So it's I don't know how to write like that. I wish I did.
It's just something you have to practice. And like I said, go to other websites and see how people write. And like I said, take snippets and have, like Tammy says, have your granddaughter look at it or your daughter or anybody look at it and say, how can I make this more friendly or something like that? Right?
Right. And if it's coming from the community here, Liz, we're not doing it to tear you down. You've got to get that transition.
Yeah. Get that out of your head.
Solidified. We suggested All in Love. The color that Becca was referring to, it's one Roy uses, and I hate it because it's so hard to read for me.
Which color is that?
It's the light blue that he uses.
Weird turquoise.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
I hate that.
It's hard for me to read.
It's
where
for me
Connie
to read
was
too.
having issues with that bright, scream at you yellow that he uses.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of hard on the eyes when you're trying to read what's in it.
Yeah. And you'll see if you go to my pages, I don't have a lot of color on my pages for that reason.
Well, and Rory, my latest modifications per Rory is that I need to have more color because I'm too black and white.
And
really?
I don't know if I agree with that,
Tammy, I love your pages. I read one of your pages, and believe me, I was thunderstruck, I was awestruck, and I was scared because I said my page can never be close to that. It was so good.
Don't even say that because
if
you ask Kathleen and Paulette when I started, I hated the way my pages sounded. They loved them, and I'm just like, how? I hate this page.
I loved it. I loved your page. It's great.
I hate reading your pages because they're always good.
Yeah.
And to me, she writes better than I could ever hope to write. But I mean, the only other problem we've ever had is she makes them too long sometimes.
Well, and now you're supposed to. So.
Not 2,000 words.
Hey, honey.
Okay, think about this. Think about this.
My holiday pages.
Okay, think about this, guys. People only spend 6 seconds looking at a page.
Yeah.
So why are you going to spend that much energy and put in 2,000 words when they're only going to spend 6 seconds? I know there are the exceptions that are going to go through and read it all. Most people only take 6 seconds to look at your page, whether they and decide whether they want to continue or not.
Yeah.
You can Google that.
True. I agree. You can Google it, my speed read, because it was like you have to like highlight a word or a phrase to draw attention to it. And then they'll go to the next one because it's like they're not ever going to actually read it. They're looking for specific words to keep their interest. So it's like
Yeah.
on my site, I highlight, italicize, just so that it's like it draws them, because I do know that if they choose to continue to read, and if I hooked them there, maybe they'll read the entire paragraph. But I did find through great constructive criticism, because I was like, I love everybody. They're always so positive. Love it. But I hate it all at the same time because I really need that ugly move. How do I move forward? Like, what, give me advice. And Connie, I want to say Connie, she was like, you know what, that color was awful. I didn't like it. And so I went and changed it because yeah, I could totally see that. And I was like, and this is prior to Tammy saying that. And I was just like, yeah, I see that. And anyways, but it was, those are the insights that I personally love. Like, yeah, tell me thank you. It's a great page. If I need to make it longer, I think I should do so, kind of thing. Like do more research. Or Candace said she thought it was very funny that I had a questionnaire on my page. And I was like, but those are the questions I asked. So that's why I wanted to know. So anyways, but yeah, I can't agree more.
Exactly. So, okay, guys, we're over our hour.
Well, you have
Yeah.
an hour and a half, honey.
What are you
It's
talking
study
about?
hall.
It
What?
is 2 hours right
It's
before we
study
get
hall.
on our 9 o'clock.
Oh, my study halls are an hour. I'm sorry. That's what I'm used to.
That's right.
It was so
usually
great to
goes
see you though,
longer.
because I don't know you. And I was just like, oh, so I was like, it was great to see somebody else.
Yep.
Well, it was nice
Kathleen's
to
the
meet all of
phone.
you.
MSI.
Yeah, I'm one of the old MSIs.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
One of the originals.
Well, thank you,
So,
Kathleen. Anyone else got any questions?
She's an OG.
yes,
That's
I
right,
am.
an
An old OG.
OG.
So I need to.
I wasn't referring to old. Come on.
So, Francis, do I need to give this back to you or?
Yes, go ahead.
Okay, I gave it back to you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Kathleen. Always great information.
Oh, you're
So
welcome.
knowledgeable.
And I'm more than happy to come back anytime.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Oh, Sharon,
Yes.
you live in the same area? Where do you live?
In Scottsdale.
Oh, yeah. I'm up in Deer Valley.
Right, Phoenix,
Bill, you're in Phoenix? Where at Phoenix?
Glendale,
Oh,
right down the street from the stadium, pretty much.
oh, so I'm between the two of you. I'm in the middle. Well,
Y'all need to
maybe we
have a
should,
wine party.
yeah, maybe we should have a meet sometime.
It's my favorite time of year, though, coming up. It's actually cool, cooling down.
Yes, exactly.
Halloween.
It's
It's
100
only 90
today and
today.
100 tomorrow. So, but anyway, okay, guys. Well, you have a wonderful evening, and I'm glad I met all of you, and we'll talk soon, I hope.
Thank you.
All right.
Bye
See y'all
bye.
later.
Thanks, Kathleen.
Welcome.
All right. Anyone else have any other issues they want to talk about? We got the Evolve, we got the pages that we're all writing. Anyone need any help on any of that?
I still, Francis,
Yes.
you said you fixed the PBS, but it's the same. It has something to do with me trying to add the videos in there. And then when I'm done, it goes to that instead of the block editor, it goes to the classic editor after I put the videos in.
Okay.
It has
Jay
something to do
didn't.
with that, but I don't know.
Okay.
what it is.
Jay didn't say specifically. I just saw
Yeah.
that was
Oh, I
one of
just
the things.
noticed
So
it. I just
okay,
noticed
so
it myself.
the videos are not loading right. Okay, so let me take a look at that and I'll get back to you. What I usually do is just compare it to mine because mine has been around a while and see what's different. And so I'll take a look and see if I can add a video on what happened.
Yeah, I keep going to new pages that
Mhm.
that are right, and then I go and I try to add the video and it messes it up. So that's what
Okay.
it is.
Okay. All right. I will take a look.
Okay, thanks.
You're welcome. Anyone else? Anything got questions on? Ouch. Oops. Let's see.
I was confused what she
Rennie.
was saying, and then I was like, and then I just think about how everybody says, share your screen.
Hold on. Well,
Or
we could do that.
sharing. Yeah.
Let
Because
me
I was
see.
like, I personally love it. Like issues, because if it is my own personal student, like I'm like, oh, okay, I never think about it.
Okay, let me give Sharon. Oh, you do have share screen capability, Sharon. So go ahead and click on the share screen.
Okay.
I apologize for Remy in the background.
No need to apologize. We love killing and animals. I don't
She's
know if
quite.
anybody noticed, but Kathleen's cat was laying in front of her.
Oh, I love that.
Such, oh my gosh, like my husband, I swear he's like an animal hater now. And I
Oh.
really want a new cat. Like I have only one dog, one animal left. And I'm like, oh, not good for me. I need 100 animals.
Oh my.
I am an animal lover.
I'm looking for a page that I can show you. Let's see. This
Okay.
one. This is the one. Okay. I get down to here
Ouch,
and
ouch,
I'm
ouch, ouch,
editing
ouch.
and it's right. And then I go to here and it has this thing. What's that? Why is that there?
Let me see what it says. Select what?
It's this
Hover back over it.
select parent block row. I
You
don't
need
know
to
why that's
ungroup
there.
them.
Yeah, how do I do that?
Interesting.
Go down to the three dots and click ungroup. Now you've grouped them again.
I grouped them.
Oh, see where the weird little
That thing?
that weird little thing on the end?
Uh-huh.
If you click that one, does it ungroup it? You've managed to get them grouped. You may this is a sad thing. You may need to copy the text, delete
That's
it,
what
and
I
then put
do.
everything back.
That's what I do.
I did that, but then as soon as I try to put this video in this thing, that's messed up. And then after that, we can't, it goes to convert to block. It's the
So
classic.
convert it to a block. Convert it to a block.
And then I get this, and I don't know what that is. That stuff.
So you've managed to get some stuff grouped together. It looks like it's kind of weird.
Yeah,
That's
I don't
kind
know
of
what.
weird, Sharon.
I think there's something wrong with the it needs like IT to fix it. I think there's something wrong here because I don't know why it does that. Because it's the same thing I've been doing, and now all of a sudden it's doing this. So
Okay.
That's weird.
It is. I don't know what these are.
Because the video is up above all that stuff and there's your
Right.
HTML code. Wow.
Right.
So I don't know what it is, but I can't mess with it because I'll ruin it. So I can't go into any of the settings and try to fix anything because I don't know much
Oh, honey,
about
you can't break
Right.
it.
No.
You can't break it as long as you don't change your password. Break it all you want. Matt'll fix it.
Yeah, I don't know
Uh,
why these things are here, these black and with the white on it. I don't know why that happens, but anyway, I'll go and I'll erase everything and then I'll go over to my code editor and get that and recopy it and everything's all right. But it still has, when I try to edit anything, it still goes to that block. That
so click
classic.
on one of those
Okay,
black
I
lines.
think I know. I think I
Oh,
might
go
This
know.
ahead.
this one's all right.
And then click on your 3 dots to see if you can delete it.
And delete it
Yeah.
and see what happens.
Yeah, I do that. I've been doing that too.
And then
this
hit
one,
save after you do those.
oh, hit save.
Yeah, try that so it clear out the memory.
And this one's fine.
And what happens when you preview that? What video is that?
This one is, sorry.
Click,
It's
click in the box and hit preview. There you go.
it doesn't, I don't know why it's
That's
doing
not a
that.
video.
That's
That's
not a video.
old.
That was my
Yeah.
picture that was over here. So I don't know why. There's something wrong with this.
Okay, I
It
think
just
I
started
know.
happening.
So, I don't even remember exactly how it happened, but it was like I would easily just copy and paste his site, not go into the headlines and ads and grab the post or the code editor, and I could post it on my site and it worked well. But now it is different. And so I feel like looking at this that you would have to delete it and go grab the code editor itself.
Yeah, I did that. I did that and now it's back messed up again because I tried to add a video. After the video, when I added it, it seemed like everything was all right, and then everything went to what do you call it? The instead of block editor, it was the other one, classic editor. Everything after that video was classic editor, and we don't even use that.
Tammy,
It might see this right here. Why is that checked? I don't think it should be, but it is.
Yes, it should
Tammy,
be.
I
It
know
should
that
be
you were
checked.
on this call with me. I know I saw you and somebody was having an issue, and then you said something about just start a new one and then do the code editor, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
I know.
Well, the thing is, if she tries to copy this in code
It's
editor
just
to
gonna
another
go over.
page, she's
Yeah.
just moving the same issue around.
Right.
Well,
There's
like go grab the
something
new
about
code.
there's something about maybe the way she's entering that second video. Which
Even
video
the
are you
first
putting
video,
in?
well, the first video was the one that
Roy
this is
changed,
what my
right?
page looks like, my real page, and it does look right. Except for this should be over here, and I have to fix that. But for some reason, when I'm trying to edit and I'm go back to edit, it doesn't. It goes back to that classic editor, and I don't know why it's doing that. I don't know.
There may be. Well, I don't understand why it's doing it under the video and not before it. That's where I'm confused.
And then I got this.
So don't try to recover that. Just delete it.
I don't remember who it was that you said, but didn't you make her open a new page and
Well, it was a different. I think it was a different issue, Rebecca.
This has never happened until yet a couple days ago when I was trying to post ads and I couldn't.
So
checking my links and I couldn't get anything right.
Sharon, I have a question. Did you just recently do a WordPress update?
No, I've never done one. I don't know.
Well,
I don't know if I'm supposed to.
Hold on. They just released an update, not 2 days ago, 3 days ago. And it comes up as a little red dot over there on your dashboard. See where it says updates?
Yeah, I didn't see a red dot on mine, but I did see a red dot down here for
Well, that down there doesn't count. That's a rank math thing. But evidently you or somebody you've been working with did your update,
maybe, yeah, they might have done it.
and it's a new WordPress update. Yeah, because it went from, it was a 6.8.2 to the 0.3. So you or somebody's done your update,
Yeah.
and sometimes that causes hinky, pardon my language, crap to happen.
I don't know.
And
But
I'm wondering,
Tammy, if it says in blue to reinstall version 6.8.3, should you click on that?
no, it's just going to reinstall. She's already installed it. If you look at yours, Lish, it'll say the same thing. So
Because
yeah,
I didn't know
I
whether I
wonder-
should or not. Pardon me?
is there somebody that I can talk to look at this, like the guy that
Tammy?
does the IT or whatever?
Rory, send Rory a message.
Okay.
I will take a look at it, Sharon, and then I'll let
Oh,
you
okay.
know what I.
I was gonna say, maybe
I'm a
Francis has been
hands-on
around a
person.
while. She might be able to fix it. Otherwise, she yell at Rory. Hey.
Well, I appreciate any help I can get because I'm not really going anywhere now because I can't
Right.
do anything.
And which page was it, Sharon?
Well, this is the third page that I've tried to put a video in that I ruined.
Okay, and it's the
But I
pet
do have
page.
It's not you.
I do have
Nope,
the
it's
original.
something.
It'll come back, but I just don't know how to edit anything anymore.
Okay.
I had the hardest time with that. Sharon, I had the hardest time with doing the videos until one day, I don't know who it was, but somebody told me what to do. And now also Jay did a wonderful thing for me, which is, I think, I first was so upset with her, but now I'm really glad she did.
Yeah,
She
I'm
said, you
gonna-
have to learn this by yourself. And I learned how to go up to where that little plus is and the wine glass, etc. And that's how I learned. But I still have times when I have to ask people how to do it. But yeah, I will forget 2 seconds later. That's the problem I have. But
well, the
these
first
people here
one
can help you. They'll help you
the
for sure.
first
Don't worry.
video, Rory has he has the code editor for it. But the second one is that one that's a YouTube embed, whatever. And I thought I did it right, but I see it here, but I don't know what's going on with it and why after the videos it just goes straight into something that I don't even know. So I don't know. But I'll play around with it, what I can do, but I'm not going to touch any of the big buttons because I'm afraid that I might ruin my PBS. Because I've been known to just look at things and ruin them as far as tech goes.
All right.
Well, that's all that I have. I just wanted to let you know that it's not working. I don't know.
Okay. I wasn't looking for that, so I will take a look and see. I have to like click around and change things and move things, and then once I find the answer, then I will let you know what it is, or we can get on and I can show you what
Okay.
it is. And then if it's something I can't fix, I take it to Kathleen, and if she says send it to Matt, then we send it to Matt. So
Okay, thank you.
you're welcome. Yes, Virginia.
Oops, we just lost her.
Oh, we did.
I think so.
She'll pop back in.
I think she said she had storms moving in.
Yeah, there she is. She's back.
She's back. Yes, Virginia.
Yeah, my internet's unstable. So, quick question. Kathleen mentioned going to rory3.com for the menu stuff.
Yeah.
Would it be? I thought there was the template was 1F16. I know I use rory3.com too, but I thought the template was
our new sites for the new students is based on 1F16.com. So I have my students
F16 is the primary.
Both. Yeah.
Okay.
Because
just wanted to double check.
Some of the pages, like on your site, you might not have on 1F16 any longer because, and so Rory 3 might have it because that's an older one. So, yeah. So you want to go between both. Anyone else?
Right. Okay. Alrighty. Okay. That's all I needed to know. Thank you.
You're welcome. Anyone else? All right. Well, I want to thank you guys for coming. Hopefully, so does anyone here have Google AdSense? Tammy, do you?
No.
No.
I think
Okay.
I'm working on number 5 or 6 or
Oh no.
I don't remember. I've lost count.
Oh no. That's
So
why she said that, huh? Well, I just applied also probably about a couple of months ago, and mine came back thin content. So that is what
see,
I'm working on now. So
well, and see, that's what I came up with this last time as well. Again, that's what I've come up with. Other than the very first time, I had not only the thin content but the low value.
Oh,
But
okay.
so I've improved. Everything now is just thin content.
Okay.
And Roy's been through my site like 3 times.
Oh my.
And he's like, Tammy, I don't understand because I've applied twice since I've been with him.
Wow.
He's like, look, you evidently, why don't you go ahead and put some color in because you're awful black and white.
Yeah. Well, that's why
I was like, okay. So now I'm going through and making the intro and exit paragraphs on the category pages, only 3 sentences, no more than 3 sentences.
Okay. All right.
And adding some color. So if you go bebopping around my site and see pages with color, those are ones I've worked on. You see pages without, I haven't got there yet.
All right. Well, good luck. So I think that was helpful from Kathleen, just her perspective. And so, everyone go to that page and kind of just do your checklist, and I will be doing the same. All right. So thank you all for coming, and we'll see you on the 6 o'clock, 9 o'clock training from Stacy.
32 minutes. Have a good evening. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Thanks, Francis. Thank guys.
Thank you, friend. It was a great meeting.
everyone.
Thank you.
Great.
Thank you, everyone. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.